So one really important question for anyone who's in that recovery phase, the acute treatment's been given, is what resources are out there? What resources also are out there that suit that person that they can engage with? You already said about activity planning in the diary, which is a really good tip. Any other resources or source of information or other people that you found valuable?
Found valuable, not particularly for me. There is a group that meets in Hinckley, down at the St Francis Centre. I think it's one Tuesday in a month where they do complementary therapy. This I attended once, and the complementary therapy was very good, but me personally, I found that the talk afterwards made me feel worse because they were talking about different cases and different scenarios and that, so it didn't work for me. But for many other people, this might be a good thing. Also, there was a group in Burbage, which was run by one of the Macmillan nurses who met for various things. I went to Beetle Drive there, which was great while the Beetle Drive was going on. But again, afterwards, the talk just made me more upset, so I didn't sort of find that helpful. I know there's a coping with cancer place in Leicester, which I also tried, but to be quite honest, she frightened me to death, so I gave up with that. What I did do though was go out and find an interest. If you've got any hobbies or interests, go out and find a group. You can find them in the paper, or even talking to the library, a group where you can attend with people that have got the same interests as you, which I did. I went to a knit and natter group.
Yep.
We meet once a week, and we meet down at a pub, which we don't drink, but we often have a meal or a sweet, and we talk about anything generally, from the television to things in the paper to cooking, you name it, we talk about it, which I found that there was other people there that had had breast cancer. Although we don't talk about it, we know that each other's there to help, to give us some confidence or to give us just support when we need it. I also went to an art group, which is held locally, because I like painting and drawing. This was another good way of getting support from other people without having people talking about cancer all the while, which I found I couldn't cope with. It was a different strategy for me. Like the relaxation tapes, I found the relaxation really, really good. The talking of how to relax, but there was classical music at the end of it. Well, my pet age is classical music. So although I was really, really relaxed, as soon as the music started, that was it. I was back to square one. So I've come to the conclusion, to relax, it's music that you really like, that you find soothing. Put it on and sit down. Shut your eyes, lean back on the settee. Just shut your eyes and listen. Let the music just drift off and take you with it. That was the one thing I found was very useful to me.
Yeah, so you're somebody who likes to do activities and things that are almost away from cancer, not necessarily be reminded of it, or to go to groups or to
this is it.
talking about it.
I can't cope with people talking about it and how people of such and such has died, and such and such has had it re-diagnosed. Things like this I can't cope with.
So really the message there is for you to do as many normal things as possible.
Yeah, to live life as normally as you can without doing things because they're going to talk about cancer and things. If you can't cope with that, then live life as normally as you can and try to cope without talking about it. Although there's lots of people I talk to who know I've had cancer, who say to me, how are you doing? I mean, the one person when I lost my hair, he used to call me Baldy. Well, that sort of cheered me up. And I mean, most people would shave their heads when they've just got little bits left. of hair. I couldn't do that because I knew I couldn't cope if my head was totally bald, but with just little sprigs of it here and there. At least I got hair, if it was only a little bit. And, you know, that kept me going.